Yeah, back again. 3 for 3, episode XV1.
That's good.
XVI.
XV1, XVI works, buddy.
Whatever it is, XVI is what it is.
It's Valentine's Day over
That's
here.
16 for you Valentine's Day fans.
I'm going to give him 2 right off the bat for that.
Thanks for that.
Welcome to the 3 for 3 podcast, the only score-keeping podcast that asks you to back up your opinion with facts and stats, and then turn around and say, that's your opinion.
Bro, check it out. It's on TikTok, all over, Instagram, all over.
Facts change.
Opinions change.
There we go.
Facts also change.
This
buddy.
is for episode 2. We'll get into this later. I am your scorekeeping moderator, Paul Nelson. I am joined by Coach Frank Lafada.
Coach.
And as usual, the pod father himself, Alex Gullett.
We are here.
Today is a special episode. This is the February mailbag episode.
Love that.
We're going to hit baseball, basketball, football.
Why does mailbag
life.
sound bad?
Hey, what is the mailbag?
Mailbag?
Can you tell our fans what the mailbag is, how we come up with this?
So we ask for your opinions, your questions. Hit us up on Facebook. Hit us up everywhere you can on YouTube in the comments section. Email us 3for3pod@gmail.com. So let us know your questions. We got a lot of good questions.
We do this once a month.
Once a month. That's
Once a
it.
month.
You got one shot. Okay.
So you got 30. You got a month to get us your questions in.
Do not miss your chance to blow because opportunity knocks
Bro.
once in a lifetime.
Once in a lifetime.
Maybe we're talking music a little bit
listen,
today.
Mom Spaghetti.
That's it. It's coming
Vomit
up.
on my sweater already.
Heard that was a terrible restaurant in Detroit. Mom Spaghetti.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I heard
Didn't know
it.
that.
The NFL players said they got sick, right?
Probably.
I-
Shout out Eminem. Not in the top 5.
Now, we are recording this on a special date. A couple things. First, the first one, I do want to say rest in peace, Tim McCarver.
Yeah.
Yeah, long time
Yeah.
Cardinals player, champion, 2-time champion.
Broadcaster, too.
Broadcaster.
Just as important as broadcaster was. Champion.
Famous feud with Deion Sanders.
Linchpin in the 80s for
Yeah.
the Cardinals team.
So I do want to say that, and I do
Yeah.
want to say happy birthday, one Michael, Jeffrey, Jordan.
How do you not? I wish I would have brought a goat cake and have you eat it.
Goat probably doesn't taste too good in a
No,
cake.
just a goat-shaped cake with icing, like.
just didn't know.
Yeah, no, that's it. That's all.
Congratulations. There's nothing wrong with being second all time.
I'm glad you feel that way
There's
about LeBron.
nothing wrong. And every day that grows, more people feel the same.
Do days grow?
Every
Yeah.
day that goes, every day that grows.
No.
No.
It's always 24 hours.
24/7, bro.
The daytime might grow.
Depends on relevance. We won't get into time theory, evolution.
Hey, listen.
I have a whole
You're-
spectrum.
Before
theory
we
about
start
it.
way
this,
too smart for us there,
Are you
buddy.
guys? Are you pro daylight savings?
Anti.
You're
Hate
anti,
it.
right?
Hate it. Just keep it the same all year. Who
Why
cares?
not? Right?
Is the grass greener?
I will say this. We are no longer an agrarian society. Thank you. Okay.
I think we moved past that, right?
Yes, we're well beyond that.
2023.
What's really wild is
Say
like
agrarian.
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 It just sounds like I just messed up saying agreeing. That's what I thought. I was like, did he just mess up saying agreeing? That sounds like
You
something
were
I would
really.
do.
You were waiting. You're gonna be like, it's actually agreeing, idiot.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't going to say nothing. I was being quiet. It was
was
stupid.
nice
So I was
of
like,
you.
when
That was nice
I'm
of
going to
you.
look
You know-
stupid and I don't, I generally bring it up.
That happened to not be a Frankism.
Now there are some states who don't follow it. So
Yeah,
you can,
correct. There's a lot of them that don't.
You can go, but there's like counties within states that do follow it. So like in Illinois, you can go. What time is it? Well, it's 3:00 right now. But if you go one county over, it's 2:00.
Right.
That
It's
would
crazy.
just throw me off. But we're going to get into some mailbag questions. The first mailbag question we have from one Dwayne Partouche, talking about officials in sports. We have a shortage in officials in sports that's affecting youth sports from the top down. I think it's coaches and parents that are to blame. Fellas, do we agree? Disagree? What do you think?
I think coaches and parents should step in.
Okay. Yeah.
Tell them, coach.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I love is that our first mailbag question was never a question. It was a statement and
But
an
do you
answer.
agree?
But
Do
it's
you
an
agree
agreeing
is the
Well, I
question.
agree with the question. Well, there was no question. So,
Do you
This
agree with
guy.
this
there was two
Do you
statements,
agree?
and then do you agree with the statements? That's the
Yeah.
question.
Do you agree with the statement,
Okay.
Frank?
Okay. Easy.
Jesus.
Easy.
Come
fella.
on, get it going.
You know,
We're going to give you the points.
Why you wanna
No, that's
give the
okay.
don't mind
fans a
fellow
hard time.
coaches. My son's
You
team
sound
plays,
like the parents that come to your games right
Yes,
now.
absolutely.
my son's team plays Powhatan. I am salty always just because Powhatan.
Are you becoming a Karen?
It's a,
Is it
a
it's a
racist
Kevin when
female?
It's, is
Is
it
it
when
a
it's a guy?
Kevin?
It's a Kevin.
Is it a Kevin
It's
or a Cody?
How is that racist? That's what most Karens or Kevins are known for.
No, they're not. They're known for like complaining to the manager.
No, and
That's-
always being a racist.
You're assuming a lot.
Jesus, God, what have you been watching?
No, Jesus God has nothing
Stay
to do with
off
this.
TikTok.
No, I mean like Just calling what it is.
Yeah, so I agree. Yeah, we expect officials in youth sports to be perfect
I
throughout the
agree
games.
with the statement. Yes.
Yeah, I think we all have bias because it's our kids out there.
It's kind of hard. I mean, think about it. When I go to a rec league game right now with my son playing, and I'm watching, and by all means, I'm watching a bad ref.
Hey, do you know?
And guess what? The parents and people don't make it any easier for him.
they
No,
don't.
bro. And listen, I remember we went and watched Lane's game, and I came out and my family did, and we all watched it together. I was giving the refs crap the whole time.
Yeah.
They're making like what?
Nothing.
$50 to do that?
Not even.
Not even. They're
No.
volunteering.
40, 25. They're not volunteering.
Well, whatever it may be, it's not much, and they're spending their time to take time with these kids and try to be as fair as possible. And sports are fast. You're not doing it every day. Like, it's our fault.
Okay, I got an answer to that. I'll
It
get
is.
a fix. Pay them more. You make it a lucrative situation. They're there. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
You won't have a lack. Problem is they're paying the same amount they paid 15 years ago, and eggs now they get paid 2 dozen eggs per game almost.
Right.
It just is what it is, and
Eggs-
it just was simple. It's
eggs
simple,
are-
simple solve.
Yeah.
Pay more, and
Egg-
guess what? They're going to have to when there's not as many, and it's a brilliant idea.
You're right.
The referees could be the next plumbers. Like, it just is what it is. You could get $150 a game pretty soon if you're not careful.
I joked with you because again, the coaches are the officials in some of these youngers.
Yeah.
I kept
In
on
my
saying, man, Frank, you got a lot of officials in the stands. These volunteer officials who keep saying, "Come on, Coach Frank, come on, Coach Frank, what are you
Well, that's
doing,
what I'm saying.
man?"
You know, I think
So hard.
as a father of 3 kids, small kids, and you guys are you both fathers of small kids that play sports.
We're also expert fathers.
You are expert fathers,
Coaches,
yes.
yeah.
And so, what I think is that there's a place for the parents of these children to step in and make the experience better for all involved, including the coaches, including the short staff of referees and all that kind of thing. Like, we could help out. Like, what's wrong with covering second base? You know what I'm saying? Like, play behind the plate. You know what I mean? Like,
you can't.
You should.
None of this will matter. For one, parents ain't changing. They're going to get worse. They're not going to get better. That's just the nature of society.
I'm glad you're so optimistic.
No, I'm not. I'm being real with it. So
Okay.
2, after watching seasons and then being a parent on seasons and then being a parent of a player that plays in the second season and then not caring if I get kicked out because my son's in the 8th grade and I'm going to high school next year, so it doesn't really matter for that type of situation. They're not going to remember me. I wasn't being that obnoxious, but I was being loud
You're so
and
obnoxious.
unruly. But I'm also being a fan of the game. I got more into it. I was more elevated. I wasn't completely on their side. I was getting animated.
You're
part of the
biased.
problem.
It's your kid. It's
Yeah,
your bias.
exactly.
Of course.
100%.
So my point is I'm not going to change.
Go 12.
So when I'm thinking about other players, they're not going to change. It's just going to get worse. The only problem I can really fix to solve it is, and honestly, let's bring it to your side. You're a coach, right? You help out with your son's team. I'll tell you the scenario because this is what will happen. You'll say, okay, look like they need another person on the field. I'm going to go help. Just say about basketball, baseball, football.
I'm not saying the coach should help. The parents.
Just wait. I get you being a parent. You're going to go help. You know what's going to happen? The other team is going to complain because they're going to think you're going to give your kid, no matter whether you did or didn't, they're going to complain.
So you split the duties.
No, it just won't. Then who are you going to get qualified to go? Then you're going to have too many people on the
I
field.
think we put too much on qualification for youth sports, man. Let these
We
kids have
don't
fun.
put qualification on it. My point is no matter what you do,
it's not
the
that
other
serious.
the parents ain't going to change. The
Look,
situation ain't going to
It's
change.
been a long time since I've been in coaching, but I did coach Little League football for a couple of years in Charlotte County, and I loved it. I mean, I absolutely loved it. I loved spending time with the kids, spending time with the parents. I got to know a lot of the parents, those kind of things. And man, here's one thing I always said. It's not that serious. We're teaching a game.
No.
We're playing a game.
I
Now,
don't disagree with you.
The percentage of the kids that are going to come out of Little League youth sports and be NBA, NFL stars is minimal.
No, it's not minimal. It's
None.
It's non-existent almost.
Yeah. We are playing a game. We're having fun. We're teaching fundamentals on how to be a teammate, how to help one another, how to be a friend. Those kind of things are more important than here's how you really block without holding. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real with what it is.
Be a better human being, be a better sportsman. And we have, listen, at all our youth fields at Cumberland, there's a sign up, and it's in the gym too, and it says, nobody is earning a scholarship off of this play right now.
No.
Support, let the coaches coach, let the players play, let the officials officiate,
You know what I enjoyed?
have fun.
You know what I enjoyed the most out of my last season coaching we did a food drive where we helped bag up food and give to local people at one of the, it was like a, what do they call that?
Like an outreach center?
Like an outreach center. And we did that as a team because I thought it's better for us to teach how to help other people, how to be good humans, how to help in the community that we live in. Those are the important things. And if you're a coach and you're not doing those things with your kids, even at 5, 6, 7 years old, you're not teaching them the responsibility they have to other people, you're coaching wrong. Yep. Like, and I think we had to. And so when we talk about referees, it's so minuscule that I think we should be able to say, you from that team, your father, let's get a sign-up list. I need 2 parents each week. You help, and we work it the best we can.
Yep.
It's youth sports,
There's
bro.
still one thing about coaching that has to matter. It has to matter because it matters in life. So, again, it's about teaching life. And I think that sometimes when we're talking, we don't give it relevance, but there is relevance. Losing is a habit, and you have to teach how to work hard, though, too. And wait, let me finish my statement because it's not just about win at all costs because I am definitely not that guy. I am not that type of coach. I will never be that type of coach. But I will say, teaching the kids how to work hard for something that they're not good enough at, how to overcome obstacles, and how to win in life sometimes happens on a field. Also, losing happens on a field, teaching a kid how to handle losses. So I will say there is competitiveness that needs to happen. It just isn't always kumbaya and all this. So there is a balance that I think needs to happen. And this is where the parents won't stop rooting for their team, and this is why it'll never end.
Don't think you're wrong. I hate the phrase win at life. Because what does winning really look like? Like
winning is a matter of perspective.
Winning is different for every person.
Yeah, I think in my life, if I'm a good husband first, if I'm a good father, if I'm a good employee, if I'm a good employer, if I'm a good friend, if I'm a good family member, if I try to help other people, even strangers, if there's never a stranger, like I think I've won at life. And it doesn't matter if I live in the $1 million mansion or I move across the street to trailer court. None of that I think has relevance in life. That's make it or not make it. You call it how you want. I think winning is so insignificant in the game. Like I want to win, but you know what I want to do more than win? I want to teach you how to play the game right. I want to teach you to make the right play. And more than make the right play,
that's a part of winning.
I want to teach you to be the right person.
Yeah, well, I'm not I think you're maybe viewing how I'm saying winning into a completely
I think this is
into an only win. My point is from that is like part of that is about winning. You're playing the game to be competitive.
Yeah,
you're not just going out there.
Oh yeah, you're not rolling the ball on the field and saying whatever.
I don't believe that everybody gets a trophy.
The game to win. Yes. You play the game to win.
I think we're all agreeing on this.
Yeah.
I think this took a turn into more coaching, parenting. I think we're all saying that officials have a hard time. There's more that we as parents, coaches, and
it'll
players
never stop. That's why I said it'll never stop. It'll never stop with the parents. It'll never stop with the players. It's just going to get worse
until somebody sets a culture.
The only way that we're going to get more coaching is we just got to pay more. We got
officiating.
Excuse me. Coaching too eventually, but yeah.
Okay. And that's the responsibility of the parents.
You pay more, there'll be more. As simple as that. If you paid $300 a game, I promise you'll have people.
If the school's going to pay more, the parents are going to pay more.
I have a suggestion, but it's a crazy suggestion. Just don't let the parents go. No live events. You can watch it. Somebody will be there videotaping and streaming it. And that'd make things easier. Nobody's going to do that. I wouldn't do. I would want to be at my son's game.
Correct.
Still. Now, this is going to move on to a baseball conversation. We have preseason baseball coming up. This is a time that I absolutely love. We have high school baseball, middle school baseball coming up. It's right around the corner. It starts next week. So let the fun begin. There are some rule changes in baseball. So the next question, again, was taking away the shift in baseball. Does this change the hitting approach? Should it even be a rule? Now, again, the new shift rule says, hey, you can only have 2 infielders. Infielders
this is from me, by the way.
Yeah, infielders must stay on the dirt, right, until the pitch is thrown. Then they can run anywhere they want, and they must stay 2 infielders on each side of if you draw a line from home plate through second base all the way through center field.
It's got to be 2 on each side.
2 on each side to start when the pitch is released.
So shortstop, third baseman, second baseman, first baseman.
Yeah, however you want to mix it up.
However you want to mix it up.
Only 2.
But it has to be split.
Yes.
You can't shift heavy.
So, Podfather, you want to take this first?
I mean, To me, and I'm such a novice at Major League Baseball, just being honest. But to me, I think it has to change the hitting approach, right? I mean, it puts restriction on what they can do.
It's the opposite.
Maybe that's what it is.
No, exactly is the opposite. It opens up their wheelhouse.
Yeah.
But yes, in agreement to a way, yes, I agree with you. And yes, in a way, it'll open up their wheelhouse. So their main objective right now is they were putting 3 people on one side. So just getting you, and for anybody who don't know, he's learning about baseball every day, and he's getting more knowledgeable. He asking questions.
Yeah, I do.
And we're answering them here. So for anybody that's listening that may not
I know
be
as
the most
much about baseball as Frank does about NBA. So, I mean, we're good.
Way more. So I've coached. There's 3 people on one side of an infield when you do a shift. Sometimes borderline 4, but usually it's 3. And you have the third baseman usually shifts over, or the whatever it's going to be depending on which side of the shift it is. And generally what it does is you're trying to eliminate that player from hitting to his normal power shot, and he has to go a different direction with the ball, which is harder to do. Mm-hmm. So if he's right-handed, you're generally going to go to a certain area. If you're left-handed, you're going to go to a certain area. You stack the team up where the ball, most likely in this metrics, where the ball lands, you got your 10,000 hits or whatever they're doing, or how many thousand hits they have, and you're analyzing that, and you're putting players in the most likely spots that he's going to
correct. It's metric driven.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely it is.
100%.
So is that 2 through 5 on the field position? I know when they do numbers, is that
pitch? No, I mean it's 1
pitchers
through 9.
1,
Pitchers 1, catchers 2.
And then it's
Then it's
3, 4, 5.
No, 5 is third base, 6 is shortstop.
Okay,
and then
3,
7,
4,
8, 9
5,
looking
6.
left field.
So
center
3
field,
through
right.
6 are usually the ones that rotate.
Yeah.
Right. They would rotate heavy. Right.
Yeah.
To an extent. Yeah. You're not moving the first baseman.
And
too much.
I mean the teams that really embraced this early on, the Tampa Bay Rays, embraced it early on, and then it just took off like wildfire, and everybody did it. But is this going to change players' approach to hitting, Frank?
I think it's going to make it harder for players to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually think it's going to do the opposite
gap
effect. No, what it is. So you have more of your power area to hit, but you could still maneuver outfielders. But then here's a low key thing that nobody really is trying to do. So pitchers are going to be affected because when you're playing to a shift, you're pitching to a certain side of the plate. Why? Because you don't want to make it easier for the player to hit it to the other side of the field. So you're playing a mind game with the pitcher. Now the pitcher and the hitter has the ability of having the whole plate.
I was going to say, so it makes it easier for pitchers.
Yeah, so I don't think that the batting average is going to change that much. I had a theory that it might help, and then the more I think about it, it changes. The pitchers might be as affected, if not more affected than the hitters, because then as a pitcher, the metrics of baseball have gotten so surreal and so crazy that they're calling pitches from the dugout just to tell you that this is most likely your best pitch in a certain scenario, where it needs to go, how far it needs to go, and the catcher is relaying that through whatever they have.
Through the electronic device they have now, or if they're still going old school.
If you don't know, they don't put the numbers down no more. They have a buzzing.
Yeah, you can use a buzzer.
So
and the pitchers,
lame.
Yeah, and the pitchers have.
Man, they need to.
Well, there's the whole.
It's for sign stealing. Yeah. I think it is going to change their approach. I think batters are going to be able to be more aggressive. I think we're going to see a lot of, and you're a coach, so you know this. Hey, choke down, put it in play. Because now you can have dying quails that that used to be caught by the third infielder on this side. They're just going to drop for a dying quail, hit over the second baseman's head and stuff like that.
A really strong base hit up in the middle of the gap right there felt so good as a hitter.
Yes,
completely taken away by
because it goes right to a guy who's standing right behind second base,
standing there.
Should it be a rule? I think. I don't know. Part of me says no. Let him shift. Let him shift. This is part of strategy. So I say
Tony Gwynn would have hit 700.
It's an ugly. The shift is an ugly way of playing baseball, though. It is. I don't think.
Is it the rugby scrum from the Eagles?
No.
I think that's pretty too, though. I think that's physicality. I think physicality in football is the same as playing the mental strategy game in baseball.
Yeah, the metric driven. Yeah.
The next one, if we're good to move on, guys. Next one, baseball preseason prediction. So one prediction.
For preseason?
This is preseason predictions. I think it can happen anytime of the season.
Like our way too early power ranking or something like that. Yeah.
Of course, I'm a generator. A lot of my thoughts are always focused on my team, so most of my predictions end up with the Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Why are we doing this? We don't have a problem right now.
I mean, you're wearing the colors.
Real soon.
You're wearing the colors.
I'm not.
Tar Heels. The Cubs are. I hate the Cubs more than I hate Michael Jordan, and that's something.
So Sammy Sosa is your favorite baseball player.
So what?
Roy Williams, your favorite coach.
Who's your most hated Cub
Most hated Cubs
of all time?
Sosa.
Is there?
It's funny because the Cubs, I end up respecting them.
Okay.
The ones that should be the most hated, I end
Okay.
up respecting in the long run. Like Ryan Sandberg,
Yeah.
Andre Dawson,
Yeah.
Mark Grace, Greg Maddux played for the
Greg
Cubs for a
Maddux.
while. Kerry Wood, Mark Pryor.
Mark Pryor.
You know who I did hate?
Who?
Mark Price.
Wilson Contreras killed us.
Wilson Contreras. You don't say.
But
Where's he
guess
play
what?
now?
He's wearing a
He's-
Cardinal.
He's a Cardinal.
So
Wilson with
love
2
that.
L's. Wilson
Chris
Contreras.
Bryant I hated for a while, but now he plays for the Rockies and doesn't do anything. So I don't mind that.
So
I hated your first baseman. Came
Oh,
for the Cubs.
Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony, I hated Rizzo for a while because they got him on a steal, but now I don't.
So what's your prediction?
My prediction is Dakota Hudson will go from not in the rotation to the number 1 pitcher on the staff this year.
Okay. I like it.
Good prediction.
They've completely changed them. They revamped them. When they fired, they got rid of our pitching coach. We got rid of our bench coach. We
Mike
got rid of a
Maddox,
lot of
yeah.
players. And all of a sudden, players are responding differently. Things are happening different.
You feel good about your Redbirds this year?
We've actually moved more into a metric-based type of organization, which is actually popular.
You're not drunk at the stoplight?
No, that would be like. I mean, it's funny. It's because a Cardinal broadcaster just got fired for that.
That's fine. I won't get fired.
No. Not from here, buddy.
No, not
Not
at
from
all.
here.
I'm good.
Veto that.
Who are you talking
We're
about?
vetoing that.
LaRussa?
Good
Yeah.
job. I
Yeah.
was just checking with you.
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Proud of you, man. I'm checking.
I mean,
you.
I keep up a little bit, right?
That's good.
That was good. That was
homework
great.
now.
So
What's your prediction?
My early preseason prediction, I'm going to go Astros repeat.
Okay.
I went simple, but they are favored right now in Vegas. They're favored in every sports book, plus 600 right now. It's actually the Astros, then the Yankees, then the Mets. But I'm going to go Astro repeat. I love taking the favorite in baseball because I don't know any better. So that's where I'm at.
That's good. I had Shohei Ohtani getting traded for a king's ransom. More than Mookie Betts.
No way.
More than Sabathia.
You think Ohtani?
To say a prediction means you believe it's going to happen.
I do think it's going to happen. I think he's going to get traded.
Where does he go?
I think the Angels don't know any better.
Where does he go?
I think there's.
Yankees,
I think the Dodgers unloaded a lot of
Dodgers.
salary. So
Dodgers, Yankees, Cardinals for
Yeah.
to be the 3 favorites to pick
Yeah,
up somebody big.
I think
Mets.
I think he stays West Coast.
Mets
and
don't have a lot of
and
picks.
don't sleep on the Padres
I was about to
putting
say San
together
Diego.
putting together a
Padres
package
can do
is
anything.
for
Padres do
some
anything
nuts.
they want to, whenever they want to. They splash the chips on the pot. They don't care about what's going on.
No, and they
Crazy.
they need to
Crazy
do
they
that
couldn't keep a football team.
because it's the Padres, so they need to do that.
Yeah.
you know.
Well, and honestly, letting go of Machado might be a linchpin to be able to make moves too.
I think he could be one of the names that gets traded over.
Don't we miss him in Baltimore? Was he in Baltimore?
He
He was in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Good job. That's
And-
2 for.
yeah.
Give him a point,
Do
please.
not. I'm
Yeah.
going to give him
Wow.
1, 2, 3.
Machado.
That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're sandbagging. You know a lot more than.
I don't.
Who's
man.
your World Series prediction then? Astros.
It's got to be Astros.
Who do you think
right?
they play? You think it's the
You
Yankees?
could pick a National
No,
League team.
I know National League teams. No, I'm gonna go Redbirds.
Okay.
Pick the only National
No.
League team you can think of.
He had the Mets. He had the Mets on
Braves
there.
are National
He
League.
didn't
The
know
Mets
them
are. I do know the Mets.
You knew the Mets.
Athletics.
That's
American
American League. There you go. You just
Whatever.
you went too far. I told you. Give it time. Take away points.
Hey, listen there.
That was
If you
enough.
just let me ramble for a minute, I'm going to say something stupid.
So
That's
that's literally
all right.
why I got quiet and just looked.
I'm okay with it.
What I say? Alex Castle wide net. I'm bound to get something right.
That's
I'm
right.
catching something.
The next question was even better. I'll let you finish it, but
All
I
right.
had to look up what that was.
I had Yankees Padres. I think St. Louis is going to go through a couple struggles with Molina not there.
I don't trust
That's tough.
anything to do with San Diego. I think they are definitely. That was my early prediction was early on the Cardinals they're gonna miss Yachty.
Yes.
Contreras is gonna help, but
Braves
it's
going
gonna
to be good
later.
again this year.
I would have never
Braves
said
are
that.
always gonna be good.
10 years ago, 12 years ago, I would have never said that about St. Louis. But being around you so much, you start to watch things differently.
The second year after I knew it, the first year after Albert left St. Louis, I saw how big Yachty meant to the team because they didn't miss a beat. They went to the World Series.
Is he the greatest Cardinal ever
Who?
in your generation?
Yachty
Yeah,
or
who?
Albert?
I just
no,
named 2
Molina.
players in one sentence.
Molina.
For my generation? What year
Better
does my
than
generation
Pujols?
start?
Yachty
What year
just-
is my
I'm
generation?
thinking like from the
Stop
time we were 14, 13,
Okay,
14.
yeah, because before then you have Ozzie Smith.
Correct.
And we're fighting now.
Right.
It's hard
But
for
I'm
me to go.
saying, do you rank him above
Yeah,
Pujols?
I got
Pujols
yeah,
left.
Okay, so if I'm saying heartstrings, greatest Cardinal, he never left. He retired a Cardinal. He could have left. I can't put.
So Ozzy's the greatest Cardinal?
For like just straight
Bob
Cardinal.
Gibson?
No, he just said this now. That's
Yachty.
You're saying favorite or best?
Favorite.
Okay.
I'm going.
I'm saying our generation right now.
I mean,
Probably
Pujols
Yachty.
is by far down. I mean, like if
Yachty.
you're just looking at straight on baseball player,
Left.
But he
Pujols-
left.
He 4 MVPs while he was in St.
But he
Louis.
left. He pulled a LeBron.
It's fantastic. He had 4 MVPs while he's in St. Louis. That's
I
kind of
get-
hard
no,
to beat.
I understand that.
It's really hard to beat.
But like when I look at it, like,
But
you know,
Yachty's
Shaq
that
was a
dude.
great Laker, but I take
Ya-
Kobe because Kobe never
Yachty
left.
was that dude.
But a little different because he wasn't homegrown though.
Right,
Either.
correct,
So
yeah.
Like,
that's
Yachty and Pujols came up through the system.
Yeah.
Pujols
Yeah.
was like a 17th round pick or something like
Correct.
that.
He was probably 30 in Little League.
Wasn't his scouting report was like too skinny,
Yeah.
too skinny.
And then all of a sudden,
Yeah. So who
got
do you have
nailed.
winning the World Series?
I went at Yankees Cardinals was my prediction.
That's your prediction every
That was
year.
my, it was
That's
Yankees
your prediction
Cardinals.
every
I'm
year.
going to go because I want to see it. I'm
Yeah.
rooting for it till the end of time, and then I'm never going to pick against the Cardinals.
This is a fun year because the World Baseball Classic's back in business.
Is that
Yeah.
every 4 years?
It is.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
supposed to be the last time it was 2017. I think
then they
is when
canceled it because
they
of
canceled it in
COVID.
2020 with 2021 because
Yeah.
COVID rescheduled. I'll go with my pick first. I have the United States beating the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
That's my pick. I love USA baseball. I understand the pitching might not be there. Clayton Kershaw recently just withdrew his name from the team and said, it's not an injury thing.
There's quite a few young guns that can call it anytime.
Yes, there are. Yes,
There's
there
quite a few
absolutely are. I'm going to go with Coach's prediction first because I want to wait and hear
Wait a second.
yours.
Who's the coach of the Dominican Republic?
I have no idea. Who is it? Dominican Republic? I don't know.
Is that the Yachty team?
No, Puerto Rico.
That's Puerto
Yachty,
Rico. Okay,
yeah.
I was going to say
Puerto Rico.
I was like,
Yachty.
if you're picking the American, which is led by the Cardinals, wholeheartedly led by mostly Cardinals, versus Yachty's team. That's
Goldschmidt
excellent.
and Arenado.
I have America winning it because America is it's ran by it's really low key the Cardinals team, and then some other people on it. I mean, we have pitching, we have corner
Dick Rome.
infielders, we got Nolan, we got Goldschmidt, there was just plenty of people for Cardinals, so I can't pick against Cardinals ever.
It's a fun accent you got.
But I will say
Just Irish accent.
I want something. I want an obscure team.
Oh,
I want like
Northern Arenado. He's playing for Team
it's kind
Ireland.
of Dominican Republic's going to be tough. Puerto Rico's tough.
Venezuela.
Did you? Yeah, and we
That's-
talked about
No.
this. So I'll tell you, Yadier Molina was trying to claim Adam Wainwright as his brother, so that he would play for Puerto Rico instead of America.
Why not?
He
Why
said,
not?
we're brothers. We're not like brothers. We are brothers.
I could see Adam Wainwright being like, "Hola, y'all. Hola, I am from Puerto Rico."
You know, Wainwright was a great Cardinal.
Shout out to the Twitter of Wainwright.
still
He does
is
this-
still is a great.
He's a great human being.
He is.
Sings country songs. Has a country music album.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
You're a big fan of Wainwright.
Sounds Puerto Rican to me.
Wayno's legendary for me.
Yeah.
Who do you have winning?
Well, fun fact, Dominican Republic is actually favored.
Okay.
All
right.
The United States
I was
of America.
hoping.
The USA is actually second. And then third, do you know who the third? Think about who the third is.
Venezuela?
Nope.
Oh, maybe it's Japan.
Japan.
I was going to say it has to be Japan.
Japan was third.
Because Shohei's 2 players.
Yeah. So Japan was the third.
You got 2 pro.
I'm going to go
MVPs.
USA. How could I not go USA?
3 for 3, baby.
Yeah, that's where we're going to
Great
go.
job, Coffee Club.
fellas.
Absolutely. So I'm gonna go USA. But yeah, that's it.
Love
that
it.
was the top 3.
Love it. That's a podfather. Love it.
We need.
I love that for you.
We need a 3 for 3.
I love that for you.
We need a 3 for 3.
It's my favorite phrase. I love that for you. It's not on my list, but I love that for you.
I love that for you.
It's such a backhanded compliment. So next, all right, so that's baseball for us. Now we're getting a little bit into Podfather's wheelhouse. Okay, this is going to get heated. So
Frank, I'll teach you something.
everybody calm down.
I appreciate the lessons in MLB, though, guys.
So
Appreciate
here's the question from one Deron Harvey. Are we seeing a LeBron effect in Los Angeles like we did in Cleveland? Makes demands only to leave a few years later, plays with his son somewhere else, thus setting up the Lakers for failure. Who wants to take this first? Because I don't know.
I'll let Frank take this one first. You want me to take it?
I'll rebuttal.
Can I just put mine in first and then you guys?
yeah,
Go- I
go
want to
ahead.
rebuttal. Go ahead.
I think it's a real thing. I think there's proof this is a real thing. A few years after he leaves, there's a power vacuum that hurts the city and the organization. I'm not saying it's on purpose. I'm not saying he does it on purpose. That's all I want to say. It is a real thing. You guys can go ahead. Podfather, please go ahead.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. It is a thing, and I don't think it may be like a purposeful LeBron thing more than it is the magnitude of the person that he is in the sport thing. It costs to have him. You have to give up stuff to have him. It's literally like, hey, you're the Monstars. We're going to get Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to pay to have that player. And I think it just comes with what it is. But you know what? Every great does this.
Yeah.
Every great does this. You look at all the GOATs all time. If you look at any of the ones that have played before, you got the Michael Jordan, Chicago literally had to revamp.
Yes.
You have the Lakers with Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, same scenario. You had the Miami Heat when LeBron left. Chris, you know what I'm saying?
When Shaq left, when they traded Shaq
When
away.
they traded Shaq
there
away.
was some dark times there.
You see this happen throughout. Dirk Nowitzki when he left the Mavericks.
Yeah.
There was a couple of years where it was like, my gosh, then you guys lucked up and got Luka.
I think that was a better transition because Dirk was there with Luka.
Yeah.
But I agree.
You know, so I think it happens. I'm not going to blame your guy on this. And notice I did say GOATs. I think LeBron is a GOAT of demolishing teams when he leaves, not a GOAT of the sport. But it's not his fault.
Jeez.
So I let you speak, right? Just want to clarify in case you're going to interrupt me in 37
I
seconds.
will.
It's gonna
So
happen.
also talking about GOATs, the GOATs of Michael Jordan just crushing teams because I'm going to retire because I'm throwing a fit
You say
because
that
we
every
can't
time.
have my
Come up with
coach.
something
Because
new.
it's real and it never gets acknowledged
It's
that
not
he just
real.
quits.
You never say anything about his father dying. You never
Michael
say anything
Jordan,
about.
I quit. I'm a quitter. I quit because I didn't get my way. I get it. LeBron leaves teams. But I will say, you're absolutely right. I agree with both of you. It's absolutely a thing.
It's a real thing.
It's a real thing. And you said magnitude. I used a different word a couple podcasts ago, and I think we're on the same page. You said magnitude. I say gravity.
It's the same thing.
It's the same type of thing, just earth swallowing type situation.
It's the GM, the gravity magnitude.
You get everywhere he goes. You get championships. You get media coverage.
That's right.
Your team becomes more valuable.
You're making money.
Guess what?
It's a
you
business.
get absolutely destroyed when he decides to leave.
It's a business.
And
It's my favorite
it's a failure in
phrase.
life.
Start.
So
Start getting ready.
Does your
LA.
team get destroyed, or does it because of the price of doing business with LeBron means that you have to completely build a team around him? The problem is when he leaves, you built the team around the guy that just left, and now you're left in shambles.
I will say this, which no other team that he's been on could do because of the loyalty they had to the other stars. Dwayne Wade was never leaving Miami. Right now, the Lakers have an upper
he left
hand.
Miami.
He did.
I get it, but not when LeBron left. It was different.
That's because he thought he was staying until LeBron left.
So listen, I think LA has the upper hand on Miami. Of course, the Chris Bosh scenario was sad.
LA is
Sure.
LA
That
is in
would
the
have been-
best position
Hold on.
out of all those teams.
Yes.
We're agreeing.
Here's what I'll say. When LeBron leaves, when we figure out that LeBron
Next
is
year.
leaving, right? I don't think it happens
Let's
next
go
year.
2 more years.
2 more years. Yeah, 2 more years.
So when LeBron leaves, we still have an AD piece to get young,
Okay.
get picks, get value. D'Angelo Russell could get signed.
Retool.
Yeah, we have retooled
Love
pieces.
Russell. Love Russell right now.
as a piece.
1 game, 2 games in, 3 games in. Love Russell.
Bro, I told you today, this is the most anticipation I've had to come off an All-Star break.
I don't like Russell.
Bet Lakers haven't been this good since 2020.
Correct.
I have one additional question. It wasn't on here, but I think it's important to know where your head's at.
It's on my shoulders.
If you're LA, do you think about trading LeBron that last year?
No.
You can't.
Okay.
You can't be the franchise that traded LeBron.
Yeah, because it's become such a negative connotation.
In his
and we
last-
already
in his
agree
last
with
year?
Free agents don't already come to LA.
Yeah,
They don't
yeah,
come to
you
LA as
can't
it
do that.
is. You want to
Right,
make
which
a worse
is-
name for yourself?
No, which is why you trade him for another star.
No way.
I don't think you can.
I
No
think
way.
there's a
You can't do
universe
it.
where it can be amicable, where you can say LeBron's given so much to LA, he wants to play here, so we're going to work with him.
If
The
I was
only-
the GM,
Which
I would trade
sometimes
LeBron.
I hope you would be the GM, Pelinka.
It would be so much fun.
As a LeBron fan, the best case scenario would be that they trade him, that he
To
demands
Phoenix?
a buyout,
For
and then he
Booker,
goes to like Golden
Durant?
State.
If Brown
How
is there,
fun would that be?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, honestly, if you're building that scenario, I'm going to ride the wave.
Real quick, I know we're on a time crunch, but
You
listen,
win a chip this year, you get traded next year, you go win a chip again.
the 2000,
Then you got 6.
the 2015, 16, 17, whatever year it was, Golden State Warriors with Kevin Durant.
okay,
Are they better with Durant or LeBron?
Durant.
Those
They
years,
needed-
if you switch LeBron
Yeah,
and
it was-
Durant,
no,
were
it's-
they better with Durant or LeBron?
I think it's still Durant because they needed his Durant's shooting is so much better than LeBron's, and it fits that system so much better. So I think it's Durant.
You think it's Durant?
Yeah.
No.
Also, as a defender, Durant is way he's way better a defender than LeBron James that year.
No.
He was that year.
He is.
He could be a better whatever you want to be.
Fine.
LeBron didn't get hurt. I don't think LeBron has the injuries, and I think they win more championships.
You're talking about the year that they won the chips and stuff, right?
You talking about that year or all the years?
I'm talking about that year with Kevin Durant.
The 70 win team.
Year?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's
No, it was
Durant.
the year after the 70 win team.
never.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I'll never say anybody's ever better than LeBron.
I'm just saying for the team. Would they have been better with the? Kevin Durant
doesn't match.
when they two played. I mean, in a way they do because
Kevin
you
Durant-
got nothing but shooters around LeBron. Like it's going to work.
Could you
either
imagine
way.
LeBron with Klay Thompson and Steph Curry?
At the height that they
can.
were and healthy?
I can. I don't think it's as good as Durant.
You don't.
No,
Yeah,
I don't think it
Good,
is.
good conversation. That's all.
Yeah, it is.
We can move
Good
on.
question.
Another. I don't know if he's
Fascinating question.
If he's a superstar, if he's not a superstar, Zion Williamson.
He's not.
He was supposed to be the second
Greg
coming
Oden.
of.
Super stud.
Yeah. The question is, what's New Orleans do with Zion? Is Zion the new Bill Walton? Is he the new Grant Hill, Gilbert Arenas, Sean Kemp? What do they do?
What does that
what
even mean? Gilbert
you-
played a long time and actually lived up to what
No,
I thought
but
he
he-
would be.
I think it.
Anybody
Talking,
named Hibachi or Agent Zero deserves my respect.
talking with this individual, I think it was like it's an abrupt ending.
Yeah.
That's it. With
No, you know what's crazy? And I didn't have Bill Walton because he had a long career, great six man. Grant Hill also played 20 years, 15 years.
just not that guy. He wasn't
Sean
the next
Kemp-
coming.
Sean Kemp
he
lit-
was. Grant Hill was the next coming of George.
I know, but he
until,
didn't. My point is, he didn't
Right,
become
that-
the next.
that's what I
Grant
think
Hill
is-
in Detroit
Right.
was everything.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Sean Kemp was literally a top 3 player in the NBA for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Like,
Went to the championship.
yeah, absolutely.
He was more important than
a
Gary Payton, you could
They were a
argue.
68 win team. They
Yeah.
had the record. Like that was that team, Seattle SuperSonics, before Golden State broke it. But Zion, man, you got it, dude. They're in trouble.
Bulls had the record before. Broke it.
68,
Jordan
yeah,
Bulls.
60, yeah, that's it. Yeah,
But Sonics were right there.
They were.
They took the Bulls to the finals.
yeah. I think if you better move off of Zion,
Yeah. Okay.
they have to.
So if he comes back and looks good, you go, hey, this offseason.
How
maybe
long does
say-
that last?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right.
I think you got to ride the wave.
You
He's such like a Lonzo Ball.
You got to give him another 2 more years.
Pot
I mean, because
committed.
honestly, what are you doing? What's his value?
Yeah, but at that point, do you
What are
beat
you
him?
what are you trading for Zion?
Should you just Joel Embiid him? Make him sit?
Oh,
They did.
Yeah,
They
they
did.
did.
No, he's 1 year he missed. He tried to come back this year, hurt again. Like Joel never tried to come back. Joel was out.
Yeah.
Trust
Yeah.
the process.
Well, he got re-injured though. Joel got injured twice before.
Joel's always injured.
I think there is a place you can move him. And I think you talk about it all the time, and you go, "What team is dumb enough or desperate enough for this?" The Knicks. The Knicks would give you a high dollar amount, high draft pick, stuff like that. But I just think,
For a Julius Randle prototype that doesn't play as much,
yeah, I think the Knicks would still
but
do it.
Listen.
I just
You're rolling the dice, and what I mean by that is you got more odds to win with Zion than you do with like his. If he plays, he changes. He can change
He's
the
gotta
landscape of what
play.
you're doing. When he plays, when he plays, he's dynamic.
I was so
And they
excited
win.
to watch him this year.
Yeah,
I was
know.
too.
Yes.
I was too. I'm a little bit heartbroken. He's been hurt. I'm hoping that he can just
No,
overcome.
they're
this.
saying he's out for the year now.
I know, but what I mean by overcome
Could
this,
be.
he can overcome these type of injuries. This is not like Steph Curry's ankle, like where it could have been detrimental for the rest of his career. Shout out to like Steph Curry's trainer; he did a phenomenal job fixing that, and I think Zion can fix this.
Would Zion be the greatest bust of all time?
No,
That's Greg Oden.
no. I mean, bust. It depends on
What is
definition
bust?
of bust. So bust is like, hey, Len Bias.
Anthony Bennett.
Don't do drugs, Len Bias. You know?
Anthony
I mean,
Bennett.
Yeah, Bennett's
Greg
up there.
Oden. Darko Milicic.
Odin, though, I mean, again, that's injuries.
Let's change the word. I don't want to use bust. I'll just say
Disappointment?
didn't live up to what you thought. They
Expectations?
were gonna be. Yeah. Because when I
That's
say
that's a good draft we can have coming up.
Bro.
Yeah,
great
maybe we
draft.
do
should
that.
let's not
put
call
on
it
the-
bust. Let's call it like something else. Though I think that's such a negative connotation. Of
Hog,
what they are.
horribly
It
overrated
is
guy.
negative.
Because I don't like it.
It's
though.
supposed to be
I mean, like when we
negative.
talk about somebody like Kwame Brown who played 13 seasons in the NBA,
Yeah.
averaged 10 points a game, or we talk about Greg Oden who played 9 seasons, made
Kwame
like
wasn't
$50
on
million.
Expectations.
We talk
Yeah.
about players like Grant Hill who made like so much money and played like 12 years in the NBA and won a championship.
But that's not a bust. Like you provided for the team. Grant Hill wasn't a number one
Anthony
pick.
Bennett made over $70 million. He averaged like 10 points a game. I mean, like, I get it, but he's still an NBA player.
I don't think Anthony Bennett did.
No.
I think he made $8 million.
He played like 7 years, 8 years.
I don't think he did.
No, he played 3 years.
Yeah. And I think,
Might have been 5. Might have been 5. I can't
I don't
remember.
think it was that much.
My point is there's still NBA players that made millions of dollars. When I say bust, I just don't like the way that it's
All
felt
these
about
guys
it.
made
I like what
millions
you
of
said.
dollars, though. I think
know.
it's-
Well, that's why I
yeah.
said he made it to the NBA. My point to the situation is let's change it like they just didn't live up to hype.
Yeah.
However you want to say it, I'm going to call it bust.
Okay. I just don't like it. I think they're human
Yeah.
beings.
I'm going to give you 3 points for being nice.
I just don't like bust.
They are human beings, but
Kwame
they
Brown
play a
changed
game.
my mind on that for real.
Yeah.
Kwame was a genuine dude.
Well, okay, like Josh Primo, Spurs,
Yeah, Primo.
bust. Because, hey, did some bad stuff and
Yeah.
got cut. See you
didn't-
later.
Just didn't live up to
Markel Fultz.
Yeah, he's productive in Orlando. He looks decent this year.
Hey, he looks like he's got his jump back.
He's not the number one pick, though. Next one is what NBA player's style is closest to the style of Michael Jordan? With the way it's.
This is so much easier than it. It's so easy.
I have Jimmy Butler's last playoff run, not regular season, but playoff run, because it was downhill. It was getting to the free throw line, and Jimmy Butler in the playoffs just looks different last year. So that's who I had.
It's not a bad pick.
It's a weird game though, because
Do
it's
you want to go first, Frank?
No, I'll let you go because I really don't think there's anybody like him.
No, there's nobody like him,
Oh.
but the play style.
sorry, John Morant was the suggestion.
Yeah,
which I don't disagree
His
with.
athletic
I don't like
ability.
John Morant as a
his
compare.
athletic
I think he's
ability is
smaller.
what reminds me most of him.
You know the player. Think about Michael Jordan. Give me Michael Jordan's top 3 qualities as an NBA player.
Mid-range.
I think athleticism, his jump shot from the free throw,
Aggressiveness.
and it's probably his length on defense.
So he was an all-time 2-way player.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So great mid-range,
Yeah.
great defense,
Going downhill
and
to the
crazy
basket.
going downhill.
Yeah.
My comparison is a healthy Kawhi Leonard.
It was in my mind when you started describing it,
That's-
and I was like, yeah, you know what? That's got to be there.
There's not a
the
better
only
mid-
problem I don't have with it. Michael Jordan was silky and athletically freakish. Now Kawhi
DeRozan.
is not that freakish athletically. He's just long.
He used to be.
Yeah, he
used
was.
to be.
He was
freakish.
crazy.
He wasn't Mike freakish.
Spurs, Toronto.
He was not Mike,
pretty freakishly.
He was not Mike freakish.
DeRozan, very
DeRozan
similar.
just has-
Poor man's,
But he
is
can't play
DeRozan's
defense,
Poor
yeah.
man's. Yeah, I don't like. I mean,
Kawhi's mine.
it's Kobe. Yeah, Kobe's
I mean, if
a
we're
carbon
talking
copy.
about, I thought we were talking active players.
We are,
we
but I
are.
can't.
Carbon copy.
Carbon copy.
It
Kobe.
feels like blasphemy, and this is coming from the LeBron fan. This feels like blasphemy for even doing it. But I gotta
It is.
say, Kawhi seems good. Ja Morant's athleticism is the one that, like, when I picture,
But it's
the
totally
ability, I know, but his athleticism is what changed the game.
yeah,
It wasn't his mid-range shot; it was his athleticism.
Let us know y'all's thoughts because that's a good one. Give me a player comp for Michael
Maybe
Jordan.
later on we'll do maybe what
Active.
reminds him mentally. What was the most mentally close to him, like the ability to want to win is like his
Kobe.
Oh man,
active.
active.
Because there's not many active that act like him.
No,
Ja
I don't. I don't know that. I don't know that there ever will.
It's a
be.
different generation.
Yeah,
bro.
but Ja is like the one that I've seen that openly speaks out
Ja's-
like he would.
That Grizzlies team is retarded.
Ooh, we don't like that word.
No, I'm sorry. I take that
don't
word
like that.
back.
There we go.
I don't like that word.
I gotta keep you podfather. We love
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
We gotta keep you.
Yeah.
No, we don't like that word.
I don't like that word. The Grizzlies, I do not like that word. My bad.
You're good. You're
but
good, man.
The Grizzlies, that team, I can't compare anybody on that Grizzly mindset
Mm-hmm.
that's in that frame of thought to Michael Jordan. Because they're fake bully, fake. Dennis Rodman would punch you in the mouth.
I
So
said
would
3
Michael
weeks
Jordan.
ago,
Yeah,
they are definitely fake tough.
Yeah, absolutely.
They needed Jay Crowder.
Absolutely.
They need Jay Crowder.
Yeah,
Now,
100%.
The last NBA, well, the second last NBA question. Real quick, what star NBA player demands a trade? And we're using the word star loosely. So, what star demands a trade this offseason?
I got one for you, Paul.
Okay.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
SGA.
Yeah. I demands. Yeah. I love
I don't
it.
think he has to demand anything. I think they're going to get rid of him either way.
I don't think they are. I think they're going to continue to build around
I
him.
think they have to. They
Depends if
have
they
to
get the
He
first
is-
or
he's
they
so
have
good.
To, yeah, they have
He's
to
so
build
good.
around him.
If they get the second pick, they're trading him.
Are they?
I don't think.
I don't
why
think
would
they
you?
do. Why? Because if you could put Holmgren, SGA, Giddy, and then another
Scoot.
yeah,
Scoot.
Yeah, I
Scoot.
mean-
I'm going to give the ball a Scoot.
I love that. Now the only thing is, Sam Presti. I don't know that he's a great GM. He's a hoarder. He gets a lot of picks, but what does he do with them? Giddy pick is great. Jalen Williams that he picked this year is decent.
SGA was a good pick.
Yeah, it wasn't his pick.
No,
It was the Clippers. I think it was a Jerry West pick, actually.
You know where I think
Surprise.
he would be,
Yeah, no, right?
that guy.
where
Yeah.
he would be so good at
SGA.
San Antonio.
San Antonio, man.
Bro.
Pop would go crazy for him.
Pop wouldn't be there long enough to coach him.
Now you
I
think
don't
Pop's
think-
done?
I think Pop's done soon.
What do you
yeah.
think his
Becky
years are?
Lynch would be
Two
a
more.
great coach for him.
Becky Hammond?
Hammond, her too.
Becky Lynch is a WWF. Yeah.
Becky Lynch.
I love Becky Lynch.
I think SGA would thrive in New York.
You love bringing people to
Let's
New York.
be honest. SGA is going to thrive anywhere. He's
Brooklyn
a
or
baller.
New York?
New York, Brooklyn. Actually, he'd be
Brooklyn
nice.
would be
And I
great.
could see Presti going, yeah,
Let me
give
go
us
get
Ben Simmons and,
Yeah.
and some picks,
Bro, I'm telling you.
yeah,
That's crazy.
I have Karl Anthony Towns.
That was
think
my
they
son.
wanna-
I had him also.
I think they want to recoup some draft picks. I think they're going to say, hey, Ant-Man is the man. Let's just go with that.
Do they try to like swing Gobert out?
No, I don't think he can. I think Gobert
You
is.
can't take that loss, right?
I think he's a decent player when he's not playing with other bigs. When you play a 4-out system,
Yeah.
and he's the one. I think that's fine. It worked
in Utah.
in Utah. It worked fine. And that's what Minnesota needs to get to. I think Cat would be great on Golden State.
What if Edwards leaves before Cat? No way.
They'll
if
get
he
rid of-
demanded a
Ant-
trade?
Yeah.
That would be.
What if Edwards
interesting.
gets tired of it? And he's
Ant-Man's better.
I didn't say he's not better.
They're not going to let him leave. They'll trade everybody for him. It'll be like the Kobe effect.
You
know how
told us.
Kobe was going to leave.
Yeah.
You told us, hey, never say never in the NBA. Who's your star?
It's crazy.
So I want to say, intelligence-wise, my actual pick was Damian Lillard. I think that he's going to flip it.
I think we've been saying that for 10 years.
I know, but
Dang time.
I think this is like the final coup. They messed him up.
Simons might pack his bags and say, that's fine. I'm the captain now.
And then and here's the other one.
Overrated.
Though. The funny one would be like Kyrie Irving. I don't know how he'll be a free agent and still demand a trade. Like I just feel like
Get
it
a
could
sign
happen.
and trade.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I want to be signed and traded now, right now. Go to them.
The most misunderstood basketball player ever. Well, maybe second to Rodman.
Shout out to Uncle Drew.
One more big question, then we're going to go through the other ones pretty quickly. So with the World Baseball Classic coming, what would Team USA starting lineup be as versus a Team World lineup, and then who wins?
All right, can you tell me what centers are allowed to be in the USA?
Podfather, you read my mind. Can you look what does it say? All right, so I have Steph, Tatum, Durant, James, Embiid, who technically now is an American citizen. If not Embiid, then Anthony Davis.
You do it every time we talk about
That's
this.
dual citizenship. He could play for Team USA, and then my Team World would be Luka, SGA, Siakam, Giannis, and Jokic. But if Embiid decides to play on Team World, then no SGA, and instead have Jokic,
Embiid.
So
have Jokic. For all you TikTokers, Jokic and Joel.
So the question is who would win?
Yeah, and I said give me Team World.
No, I'm taking Team
No,
USA.
I'm taking Team USA.
Okay.
Every time.
Every
Listen, I was born in
I
Germany.
like your team
so
though. I mean, honestly, your teams. I don't think you're going to find 10 better to represent those two squads. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, we can nitpick. Like, oh, should it be Tatum or should
Would you
it be?
put Kyrie or Tatum in there?
I put
that's-
Tatum over Kyrie.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
not
okay.
having not having LeBron and Durant
Just
in
because I
Team
know
USA.
the other team's long and strong.
I don't think they're interested in playing, right? Which is why I think you leave them out. But I think, honestly, it's got to be Steph, LeBron, KD, Joel.
Just stop at the first three, and it's hard to beat them.
It's hard. And then you
hard to
throw
beat
in like a Devin Booker or something like that. You know what I mean? Jason Tatum.
Yep.
Curry, Tatum, LeBron, KD, Steph. That's like crazy.
Yeah, let Durant and LeBron play the center.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
See, I
it's gonna be
think
hard to beat that type. They're shooting. They're long. They're strong. They're athletic.
they're
They're just better.
the Luka, Giannis, Jokic, or the Luka,
That's
Giannis,
tough.
And Embiid.
Lucas- Say the 5 again real fast.
Luka for Team World.
Yeah.
If Embiid is on Team USA,
You got Van Fleet.
good. He got Yudo Wanatabe. He got Team World would be Luka, SGA, Siakam, Giannis, Jokic.
Curry's cooking. Curry's cooking that team. Nobody's touching Curry on that team.
Until he rolls an ankle.
Curry's cooking. Nobody's rolling ankles.
I think it's
Curry's
a better
cooking.
game than what.
I think it's close.
It's a
I think
better
give me
game,
Team World.
But I'm taking Team USA.
And right now, I mean, Durant's the best player on the court.
Correct, 100%.
So with that knowledge, I mean, you just throw up walls against.
He's better than Giannis.
Yeah.
Can you guys tell me this?
When if I'm taking a 7-game series, I'm not taking anybody. Over
That's
Durant.
tough. Giannis is the best player in the NBA.
Yeah, but I'm not taking. If you want me to win a series,
I think
mindset, it might be Durant because Durant knows he's that dude.
Do you know
what happened to him in the playoffs against Boston last year?
One toe?
Playoffs? I mean, God,
Jordan wouldn't allow that. Listen, Jordan lost that series against Boston, but he averaged 40 points. Durant averaged 20 points.
Jordan never faced what happened to Durant, just like he never faced some of the things. His team got hurt around him, and he was the only guy
Jordan faced that. What are you even talking about?
Jordan was
And
by
won?
himself on that Chicago team. No,
are
he
you
lost,
talking about?
but he averaged 40
or
points.
did he lose?
You know who
He lost, but he
second best
averaged
You're
40
right,
points.
just like Jordan.
Durant averaged 20 points.
He lost just like Jordan. You're right.
And he looked a lot worse.
Boston, just like he lost against
If
them.
Mark
looked a lot
Gilmore
worse.
is the
Very
second
similar.
best player on your team at 40, yeah, you wouldn't remember
I'm not
that.
disagreeing. But Kyrie Irving, either would you. And Kyrie Irving was not on the team. Guess what? It was like that.
Yeah, I mean
Gilmore might have been the second best player on
that
that team.
7-game series between Brooklyn and Boston 3 years ago. 2 years ago? 3 years ago.
When they beat him? When Brooklyn beat him?
No,
When they lost.
No, they played. Was it when they played the Bucks? They lost by a toe.
It was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Greatest series.
So I said it was a great series.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant did everything it could do. Wasn't no whatever. I just
Good
I
question,
think it's interesting. I'd love to see that go back in the All-Star game.
Giannis is
Team World
the best
versus
player
team.
in the NBA right now, though.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Paul.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying. I'm saying best player on the court at that moment
Yeah.
is Kevin. I mean,
Giannis.
It's hard to beat Durant's ability to score.
Giannis is the best player on the court. Jokic is the most valuable. Let's see. Going quickly, how interested are you in the USFL? 1
2.
through 10, 10 being a must-watch.
2.
2? That's
5.
one more than me.
5.
I'm gonna watch it.
Something's on.
You're gonna watch it?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
watch
will.
it.
I actually looked up some of the teams
I
because I
won't.
wanted to like.
You know why I won't?
Because baseball. You're going to be busy coaching.
I'd rather watch the Battlehawks.
Do you know why I want? But do you know why I
And
want to watch
that was
it?
my other thing, XFL.
I'd rather watch the XFL.
Hey, listen.
Automatically, I'm watching the Rocks League.
But we got
And
Devontae
St. Louis has
Turpin
got the
out of
Battlehawks.
USFL.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, there's talent there.
there is.
What was the guy? Remember the first rendition of XFL or USFL?
He hate me?
What was his? He
hate me.
He hate me. Carolina Panthers picked him up. Remember
Yeah,
that?
they did.
Returned a kick for a touchdown.
Keith Smart?
Keith
I
Smart.
think that was his name.
So I'd rather
That's
watch
it.
the XFL.
Because St. Louis?
Yeah, St. Louis has a team. So I would never watch the
I am
When does
interested.
that start?
They start at the
Soon.
same time.
Yeah.
XFL starts, I believe, this weekend.
Yeah.
So it's like XFL, USFL. It's going to be fun.
Is the XFL doing that whole like arena football field type thing?
Guess
or
who sold out of tickets?
Are
for
they
the
doing
season?
the first 100? Are they doing 100 yards like real NFL type football?
I think
or
it's real NFL type football.
like the USFL does.
Without me saying bad words, guess who sold out their whole season already? The St. Louis Battlehawks.
Really?
They couldn't support a football team.
Kroenke.
But even though we averaged sellouts,
That was more
even when we were
politics than
winning
it was football.
That was-
Call it what you want. We can support a football team.
That was politics more than football.
All right, so we got
disagree.
some personal questions.
That sounds personal.
Personal questions. I just got a text from Partouche talking about I won the baseball draft from last week. So thank you, Mr. Dwayne Partouche, buddy. So here's a personal question: would you rather be a star for 3 years in the league of your choice? You can pick any league, or a 15-year vet who gets limited and non-consequential playing time. And the person actually said, like Bo Jackson, superstar for 3 years, or Nick Collison. It was like, great, he's awesome. End of the bench cheering.
You know what's funny? Nick Collison made more money than Bo Jackson.
I think he did.
So my favorite all-time Cardinal is Ray Langford.
Ray. I remember Ray.
So my point to that
Second baseman?
situation, I would center fielder.
Center fielder.
So I would
First baseman.
center fielder. He's my favorite baseball player of all time. Please stop looking at me like I did it wrong when I'm telling you what he is.
First baseman?
God knows.
That's the new.
So yeah,
I love that for you.
I
I've
love that for
always
you.
been a fan of.
It's a
I'd rather
business.
be the backup guy who played 15 years and made $13 million. Nobody knows my name.
You're the Chase Daniels.
Some kid will know your name. Like, Ray Langford.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But Ray Langford played every day. He played
did.
every day.
He-
But like
he did.
Nick
That's-
Collison, like he's in
Collison
Oklahoma
played.
City, you know who he is.
He's got his
Outside
jersey.
Oklahoma
I think his
City?
jersey's retired in OKC
Yeah.
because he
Yeah.
played there so long.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And when
about
he got
you?
his jersey retired, then Durant, people like that came back for that. That's special. That's nice. Good.
No, I
he's the
think-
goat of those guys.
You
though.
know, Bo Jackson, Heisman.
Did he win the Heisman?
Didn't he win the Heisman?
I don't remember.
Did Bo Jackson win a Heisman?
I don't think
You said the question
I don't
twice.
think
after
you
we
did.
answer, we
I don't remember. Anyways,
Go ahead.
Give me the 3 years. Done.
I don't want it.
Make my loot.
Are you? You're just
Go
making
out.
rookie contract.
Nah, Bo made money.
The 15 probably made more money.
Bro, Bo knows.
Bo didn't make no money. Bo didn't make jack.
Bo
made
knows.
money off of.
Second Heisman, 1985.
Second.
Yep, he won the second in Auburn's history.
Yeah.
Second ever.
That's what I thought. So
I bet you, what's his name, made more money than.
give me the
other guy.
Bo Jackson career versus the Nick Collison career.
I bet you Nick Collison made more money.
He did, but he doesn't have a quote. I picked my presidents earlier off of quotes this week.
Yeah.
Bo knows.
What's that got to do with the price?
Does Bo know?
But you know what? That's how you
Bo
feel.
Jackson,
So you are right.
career earnings in football, $4.2 million.
Boom.
I'd
What about baseball?
Let's see. I'd pick the 15-year vet on a baseball team. I'd choose baseball. $200K in pension at age 62.
Yeah.
I'm a forward thinker, and I just love the idea that I think the 25th man, 26th man now on a baseball team, cheering on with towels can be so super important. Career earnings in baseball, Bo Jackson, $7.2 million.
So
$11 million.
Okay, so
Nick Collison made that in a year
let's
because I think he signed like a $20
let's see.
million
While,
contract.
while we're looking up, you guys want to go best sports movie?
No, let's save this. Let's figure this one out first. We got
We're
a couple
interested.
seconds.
So there's two guys I'm thinking Collison, and I'm thinking, what was the other guy?
Nick Collison had a
Daniels.
few hefty contract.
Daniels made like $50 million.
Oh yeah, Daniels.
Chase Daniels.
Yeah.
Nick Collison, total career earnings, $59.6 million.
Boom.
Not even close.
Not even close. Five
Five
times.
X.
But I bet you Bo
5X.
Jackson made $59 million on three
On Bo
Nike
knows.
commercials. Yeah.
And yeah.
I'm sure. I'd still pick the 15-year vet.
Yeah.
But plus, it gives me a greater chance at a ring. And again, at that level, what are you doing it to? You're doing it for a ring.
I don't think if I was in a different sport, like I wish I was a 15-year vet in baseball more than I was like basketball or maybe
Right.
even football too.
Right.
Because you can get but like Nick Collison's, he's like 6'8".
Yeah.
Kind of hard to hide still. But like if I'm baseball and I'm 6'1", 6'2", I can get away.
Put me in
I can move
put me in
somewhere and nobody's
field.
going to know
I'm
who
not
I
gonna
am.
look. Yeah.
Yeah. You're
Nobody's gonna
shopping
know who I
still.
am, you know.
The wife and kids can
I'm
go
going to the
out.
grocery
You know what I mean?
store.
Like, yeah.
I made
Nobody knows.
you guys
$50
might be
million.
right. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you might be right.
He pulled the Steve Rogers, like, I'm just going to wear a different hat and
Yeah.
sunglasses. Nobody knows who I am.
I'm
Yeah.
going to move somewhere in like New Hampshire and
Your
just
your kids can go to any school.
You're that one guy. No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, you could drive a caravan.
Ghost
you know what I
Dad.
mean? Like, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Okay, so best sports movie. I have a couple. What do you have?
Best
Coach?
sports movie?
Any given Sunday.
Oh, is that your pick?
No, it's not my
I was
pick.
going to say.
I mean,
It's a great pick.
Moneyball for me personally.
Okay.
Moneyball.
It's a bad pick.
I love Moneyball.
Good for you.
It was the first pick in our baseball draft.
Draft Day is such a freaking awesome movie.
Draft Day's underrated.
So underrated.
Draft Day's underrated.
Love Draft Day. Especially when he opens up the note at the end. Shut up.
Listen, no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Yeah. You know what? You know what changes no matter what? My opinion on your draft.
No. So best overall movie, I'm picking one. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna
Sports
go
movie.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go Moneyball.
Good pick.
Moneyball and Jerry
I was
Maguire.
I was waiting for you to be like, Frank's picking a sports movie. What are you picking? Die Hard.
Yeah.
Die Hard. Look it up. There's sports in it.
There's a baseball in it.
I was waiting
What was
for
that movie with Bruce Willis? Not Die Hard, but the it opened in the football scene.
Last Boy Scout.
Last Boy Scout.
Yeah.
Space Jam
Great
2.
sports movie.
Space Jam 2. That was a good get LeBron in there. Okay.
Had to get him in the sign-up.
Podfather. What you got? Best
All
sports
right.
movie.
My best sports movie all time, Caddyshack. Give me Caddyshack. My favorite quote is he's looking at the little blonde girl and he's like, you're rather attractive for a beautiful girl with a great body.
Chevy Chase say
Yeah,
that?
Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase
And
said
then
that.
I love when the old man grabs the young boy who's actually caddying for him at the golf tournament. He's like, "Boo, you'll get nothing and like it."
I'm going to get a hot dog.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a hamburger.
Yeah.
I'm going to... Spalding.
You'll get
and like it.
Yeah.
Judge Smales. What
Love
a great
it.
character.
Love it. Caddyshack.
I used to watch before because I played middle school and high school golf. So night before match, it was always either watching Caddyshack or my favorite, Tin Cup.
I
Bill
was gonna say
Murray.
Tin Cup.
Oh, Tin Cup's a
Tin Cup's
great
up there.
movie. Great.
I was
movie.
literally in my
Isn't
mind,
that
I
the
was
one with
Tin Cup.
Matt Damon?
No,
come
that's
on,
Bagger
bro.
Vance.
Bagger Vance is the
That's
one I'm
not as
thinking
good.
about. Come on, bro.
Tin
Which
Cup,
one's Tin Cup?
Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner.
Give me
okay.
a ball. Give me a ball,
Will
Rose.
Smith, Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that's my favorite. Best overall, I have Bull Durham. I love Bull Durham. Kevin Costner again.
great.
Underrated movie, Warrior. About the UFC, Warrior.
Oh, it was a great movie. What about the one? What's the one with like Wesley Snipes in it and like he was Robert De Niro?
The Fan.
The Fan. That
What
was
about the
great.
one with the boxing lady that kills the guy that trained her?
$1 Million
Million Dollar
Baby.
Baby?
$1 Million
Yeah,
Baby.
yeah.
Great movie.
The guy who kills her.
God, no. Try not to give endings and everything when you're describing movies, please.
It's 30 years old. I mean, if you haven't seen it by now, so what?
McCushla. Way to go, McCushla. So that's good. Tell us what we got wrong there.
We went around the office and asked about romantic comedies, and we said 10 things I hate about you, and nobody knew what it was.
That
the
makes
young
me feel
girls
so
Bad
old.
generation.
I bet you they knew Predator was a romantic comedy. Like,
I never said that.
oh, okay. Well,
Putting words in my mouth.
Full Metal Jacket.
Coming to America. There's romance in it. You were killing me. I was low key angry about that. Going, this idiot.
Number one draft pick in the office for food that starts with the letter M was mango, and melon went number 2.
All these healthy people.
That wasn't
What's wrong
number
with
one,
them?
number two. That was just somebody's pick.
Well, it was number 1 who I picked to choose. I was like, number one.
It didn't go number one.
Mac
That was just the
McNuggets
first
is
person
clear.
that said
Mac and
something.
cheese is actually the best one.
It is. 100%.
Speaking of best ones, best rivalry in sports.
Super easy.
Okay, what do you got?
Yankees, Red Sox.
What do you have, Frankie?
I don't know, man. That's so biased.
We're 2 for 2. I have Yankees, Red Sox.
Yeah,
It's
not-
so biased.
It's not even
That's hard.
like
to,
my heartstrings are Boston, LA. I think that's the best, the greatest NBA.
Sometimes they don't even play though. That's why I think. It
Yeah,
can't-
but
I thought Duke UNC.
for me growing up, like that was a great rivalry.
Yeah.
You have to love LSU and
Alabama.
Alabama. Like that's huge. That's been huge.
I think Alabama Auburn is probably
Auburn,
bigger
Alabama,
than, yeah.
probably bigger than that. I love the Commonwealth Cup. You know, Tech and
If it was a rivalry, it's not really.
yeah, I mean,
Not really.
doesn't go far, but
No, UVA sucks.
whatever.
You want to
Yeah,
say Cards Cubs?
I can't. I want to.
Yeah.
I think you got to go
I think
Yankees, Red Sox.
Yankees, Red Sox. There's
Yeah.
so much history there.
That's what I'm
like,
saying. It's
between-
kind of hard to overcome it.
Are we 3 for 3?
Duke UNC is really close.
It's right there, but
Really
they've
close.
both like the last 5 years.
And
It's really.
I'm thinking of like
gotten
iconic
weak.
things that I remember, like beat LA, the Boston LA thing. That's like iconic in my mind.
Iconic, yeah.
And then I think of things like when I'm thinking UNC Duke. I mean, it was a rivalry, but there's a lot of respect. Just like Chicago's and the Cardinals, we hate each other, but we we respect what the other team does. There's he threw the old man on the ground. Like when I think of
Pedro.
Yep. Boston, New York, I
Yeah.
think of Pedro
Pedro
and Zimmer.
throwing Don Zimmer
That's
on the
all
ground.
I can think about.
Bro.
I can think of
I think of Aaron Boone's home run.
Aaron Boone's home
walk
run.
off. I think of the next year, the comeback down.
Yeah.
Hey, we're up 3-0. I bought a new Yankees hat, so that was on me. I'm sorry, Yankees. We lost 0-4 because
Yeah,
my
you
new hat.
jinx. That's a 3
Johnny
for 3 jinx
Damon,
before 3 for
Babe
3.
Ruth.
I
think
did.
of players
That's a
leaving.
3 for
I
3
did.
jinx before 3 for 3.
You're welcome.
We got
We'll just call it 3-0 jinx.
We got to go
because it wasn't 3 for 3
It
yet.
wasn't 3
We got to
for
go
3 yet.
3 for 3. I can't overcome that. That has to be.
You heard it here.
rival.
Yankees, Red Sox coming for you this
Let
year.
us know what you guys think. That's a good question.
This is a great question.
Me versus healthy food.
Best that is a rivalry.
Yeah.
It's a sport
Listen,
too. Trust me.
you're dominating that. So, best sporting event songs are jock jams.
This one's so easy.
I went Alex. I had like 7 songs.
I got one.
Go ahead.
We are the champions.
Good.
That's great if you win.
Best sporting event songs. Great. We are the champions.
Trust
yeah.
me. It's the number one song I always want to listen to.
Pump the jam. Pump it up.
Let's get the party started.
No, my favorite is na 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 na.
It's
Hey hey hey. Goodbye.
I thought of like songs that they play in the arena. So I went AC/DC Thunderstruck.
Love it.
Ram Jam Black Betty.
Yes.
I know one that didn't make your list.
Oh, okay. What is it?
If this made your list, you're
If you say Sweet Caroline, I'm stabbing you in the neck.
Caroline. Bye, bye, bye.
Ironically, I hate that song. Not ironically, I hate that
Did it
song.
make your list?
It
There's
didn't,
no
but
way.
another one did. Rush, Tom Sawyer. I like that.
Yeah.
Otis Day and the Night, Shout.
Shout is a
Shout's
great one.
always it.
Yeah.
Metallica, Enter Sandman. They
Yeah.
play it before
Oh,
Virginia Tech
iconic.
games.
Take me out to the ball game.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a great
7th inning
one.
stretch song. Phil Collins, when they call it long time out in basketball. Phil Collins, In the Air Tonight.
In the air tonight. The drum.
Love that.
Yeah, the drum part.
And I hated this song, and I think I just heard it so many times it brainwashed me. Dropkick Murphys, Shipping Up to Boston.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just always. Dun, 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 dun.
There's
I just-
also
Most iconic song ever played. So if you have to look at sports songs, of course, Star Spangled Banner, right? National anthem.
there's one rhythmic song, rhythmic.
Rhythmic.
But like it's I don't know what song it's called, but I know it's like dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 and then it's
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Yeah.
Charge. I think it's called
Charge.
Charge.
Well, okay, I didn't get to the end.
Also on the Mario Brothers when you're running out of time.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Super
true.
Mario. Yeah.
Let's go. Little video game knowledge. Okay. Yep.
Killing it.
He was killing it today. So, all right, some fun questions. Okay, some fun questions. True or false? A hot dog is closer to a taco than a sandwich.
False.
Man, I got to go true. It
False.
goes on the top
False.
like a taco.
False.
I said true.
False.
I said
It's true.
False.
I'm going true.
False.
I think it's true.
False.
Well, it's
False.
It's true. You got the toppings. You got
I
the
just-
meat.
Is a
Crunchy
pizza
to soft, the bread ratio. If it was something crunchy in it, I would agree with it. Like I believe a corn dog. If it was a corn dog shell with it, I would give it taco-ish. But the fact that it's
soft
bread,
shelled
soft-
taco. Never had a soft shelled taco.
It's no. I'm not. It's a taco's crunchy
a
shell.
quesadilla is to a taco
Pronouncing
what
that
a
wrong.
stromboli is to a pizza.
Good call. But I think
I'm
it's
just
pronounced
saying.
quesadilla.
Quesadilla.
That's a
Eat the
quesadilla.
dang
That's
quesadilla.
Frankism.
So
Quesadilla.
look, am I right or wrong?
You are absolutely right.
I didn't.
100%.
I blanked out.
Just
100%.
What's the best holiday?
Thanksgiving.
Easy.
I said 4th of July.
Jesus.
I said 4th of July.
You know what I think the best holiday
Barbecue
is?
baseball.
The next holiday. So I'm going to go with President's
Day.
Right now, next
President's
week it'll be
Day.
a different
It's
holiday.
not. I don't get off. I don't care about it.
Yeah, well, my kids are off. So
No
good for them.
country ever did what we did.
No.
Okay? This
That's
was
true.
500 to 1 odds. Million to 1 odds.
And actually,
Independence. Thomas J. Whitmore, president. We're looking at you. Most overrated holiday.
ooh, good one. Good one.
New Year's.
New Year's. Without a shadow of a doubt.
New
Shadow
Year's
of
not
doubt.
suck.
New
New
Year's.
Year's is horrible.
Man,
Terrible.
I remember this past New Year's, my wife and I were like, Jesus, is it 12 o'clock yet?
It's, we do we put it on like the screen of like, hey, it's New Year's in Germany. Like throw up over there.
Yeah.
All right, 10, 9, 8. Oh, happy New Year's. 8:15. Go to bed.
Yeah, yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, this thing just happened.
It's a great move.
And then you wake up and nothing
That's
happens.
a goated move.
It's so terrible.
Yeah, I do
so
love that.
overrated.
Is
You want to? Okay, I'll tell you this
underrated,
though.
Paul.
You know why I don't like it
That's
anymore?
underrated genius. I want to let you know that.
When we were younger, we used to celebrate it, but then we would always celebrate the day after too. I don't celebrate the day after no more.
No, we
We're
celebrated
cleaning
New
and
Year's
taking
and
down
then,
Christmas trees,
and then we didn't go to work the next day.
Yeah, yeah, that-
you know what
It's
I mean?
football
We
now.
all,
New
got,
Year's
we all
Day
got
game.
over. We,
Yeah.
we watched food. We used to eat at Aunt
We
Marianne's
watched
house.
food, yep.
And it was we watched both. So yeah, no.
No, I agree. New Year's is overrated.
So last question. What's the most important characteristic or characteristics you look in an individual that you're hiring?
I had
We
a
have
hard
lot
time
of-
with this question because of
a lot of
your-
high school seniors getting ready to go into the workforce or go to college. so-
Listen, your wordplay versus characteristic or quality or this is
okay.
a thing,
Okay,
right? And
yep.
so I literally got anxious looking at this question earlier, like I don't know.
Okay. All right. You want me to go first?
I can go.
You want to go?
I'll
Please
go
do,
first.
Coach.
All right. So it's 2023
You're so wrong.
for the
You're already wrong.
for the fact that it's 2023.
2023. No, you're right.
And
Give
for
me a point
everything
there.
that I'm going with this, I think just the ability just to show up, man, that's so important.
So availability?
Yeah, availability is
it's
the
on
best
my
ability.
list too.
I have show up on time.
Yeah,
show
bro.
up on
show
time.
up.
Available.
You show up, it's half the battle.
I said show up on time, adapt quickly, and follow through. If you do those three things, show up on time, adapt quickly, follow through.
And shut up.
No, don't no. So listen,
Don't give your podfather a anxiety attack when asking questions. That's
yes.
what it should be.
So my number one was, and I think you can tell it when an individual talks.
No.
And this is just
What's yours? No.
I said shut up. No, none of that here.
so ambitious. And I think that covers the multitude of being on time, being punctual, being available. I've always said a lot of things like
You're doing the Alex.
like if you can
One word.
just be available.
I think availability. you have me there. Ambition, that's
Ambitious
a
is
scary,
huge.
That's
No,
a
but
scary
sometimes-
premonition because that
Yeah.
means
I love it.
You're gonna get
I'm
mad when you need
not
a
a team
promotion.
player.
Sometimes you need those dogs in just in the
politics
war.
going
and
on.
yeah,
it's
you
there.
need Indians, not all Chiefs, right? I mean, I get
And
that.
ambition is what kills Indians.
No, ambition is just you can be ambitious at any level. You can be entry level. You can be.
I think goal oriented.
That's a better word.
I think
Let's
goal
be
oriented because ambition means, hey, if I got to step on you and lower you to get higher up,
I don't
and
think that
I
means
would never
ambition.
do that. I think a rising tide floats all boats.
Quick story to end the podcast. I want to tell you a quick story about my life and how it just completely describes my life. I went to lunch today and I was like, I want something green. I've been eating a lot of fried chicken lately, a lot of hot wings.
Did you get a dyed
No,
cheeseburger?
wait. Just if you let me finish the story, you'll find out.
All right, go
So
ahead.
what happens is I walked in there. I was like, couldn't find anywhere to eat. It was fast food. It's a barbecue joint. I was like, maybe they'll have some different options on there. Maybe some broccoli, stuff like that sides. So I was like,
Hey, you're the only person that goes to a barbecue joint looking for broccoli. But let's keep going.
I went and they had a tuna salad. I was like, all right, cool. That was pretty good. And they were like, yeah, we make it fresh because we don't have that much. I was like, oh, good, even better. It's in a can. They're just going to make it, which I knew wasn't going to be that cold. I was okay with that. So they started off, and I was like, yeah, but a little tuna salad isn't going to fill me up. I want a side. I want like broccoli or something like that. And I saw like mushrooms, and I was like, oh, it says mushrooms right there. They were like, yeah, they're fried mushrooms with the breading. I was like, oh, I don't really want that. And then I was like, well, what? I was like, well, then they got chili cheese fries. No, I don't want that. Somehow I ended up on chili cheese dog. So I got a salad and a chili cheese dog. And then as I'm eating, I'm like, this is my life. I wanted broccoli, and I got a chili cheese dog.
I walked into the car dealership saying hybrid electric vehicle. Walked out like, dude, we got a Hummer. We got a Hummer.
I walked in, wanted broccoli, left with the chili cheese dog. I was like, it perfectly describes my whole life to a T.
So he calls me and he's like, hey, I got to eat. And I'm like, bro, don't do it.
That was this morning.
Yeah, that
I
was
just wanted something to scrunch on, and I was like, large Coke. Large Coke, sausage biscuit,
Just
sausage
walk off.
McMuffin.
It was so good.
My life in the short burst.
Yes, I love it, man.
That is great.
It's
My
perfect.
daily battle with healthy foods.
I love it for you.
That's my greatest rivalry in life.
Healthy foods in you.
Healthy foods. And I love healthy foods. That's the problem.
I mean,
It actually might be bad foods for me and me. That might be the
that's the
rivalry.
true battle.
That is the battle.
You know what? Bad foods are ambitious. They are ambitious.
And guess
Are
what?
they?
They are.
You know what they are?
Commercials,
Do you know where they
They are. They're
in
ambitious.
his face.
They are available.
There's a reason.
They're available.
They're available.
They're
There's a
ambitious.
reason. There's a McDonald's, Hardee's, Taco Bell, KFC, Burger King in every small town.
I said, since we're 3 for 3, everything life in between, I was like, I wanted to end the podcast with that
good.
story.
Yeah, that's great.
That is
I love
good.
that.
You know what? We got to boom. I'm going to give you 5 points.
Give him 12
I'm not going to give him 12.
Give me 15.
another close
with a goat.
another close show. He's on a 2-pod win streak. Alex the Podfather Gullet has won again.
Boom. Love that. Love that. Thank you. I felt good today coming in. I felt like it was going to be a good
Felt
night.
strong.
Yeah, I felt like it was going
Felt
to be a
ambitious.
good night. I didn't know it was going to end up this good.
It was this
Woke up
good.
this morning.
It is good.
man,
That
yeah.
Said,
that
"Thank
actually
God it's
brings
Friday."
if my
I messed around and got a double.
and a 4 for 4 as well. So this brings us to the end of the show. Ironically, I think you guys are tied for episodes for wins.
Yeah,
so
8 and 8.
I'm one up.
We'll see. I don't think you are.
Yeah, I don't.
You can't be
You're
one
gonna
up.
say
in
you are,
16.
right?
I refuse
So
to
I
say
guess-
anything else.
How do you get one up in
Well,
16?
I could be down 16.
First
I'm
of all,
still one up.
How do you get
I
one
think
up
it's
at 16?
I think 7-7 actually because I think
Lane didn't go at
Damar
one time.
Hamlin won.
Yep.
And then Lane LaFada won.
Yep.
So I think that's it. That'll do it for us. Make sure you follow us TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Exchangeagram, all the grams, golden grams.
Throw a twist in it.
Instagram, Spotify,
3 for
Anchor, like death, taxes, everything else. We're gonna be 3 for 3, baby.